Hey you want to make this really cool mech that you can walk around and fight people with and make mechs with them over there? That are super duper cool and barely cost anything to like make this design, but I'm just gonna show you because you can make this look custom. All you need to really know is the joints and stuff like that. So let me show you. First one, I get some metal. Grab it, move it up by 5 studs or whatever it's called. And then you want to make the feet. You don't have to exactly do this, but I'm just gonna show you. You can add more detail to it since that's never mind. Now that you have your feet, you just wanna add some leg joints or hip. So you should have this, or you can customize it. You can also make this as whatever color you want. Then you're gonna grab some hinges and rods. Then you wanna add both of the hinges here. Oh, you can just turn it. You might want to move these up and connect them using metal. You don't need scale for this, it's just more convenient. And now that you have this, you want to place another one on there. You're going to start making the second part of the leg. Which now you should have something that looks like this. Then you just want to make this on the other side. You don't need trowel, but it's even more, it's convenient. What do you need? Then you want to add one of these. So preferably in the middle. Then add a joint to it. And then add another joint facing upwards. So it looks like that. And then do the exact same on the other side. And then you want to get 2 rods. And then you want to kind of make the torso from here. Now you have the legs done. Then you can just make the torso what you want it to be. You don't really have to make it like I'm doing it, but it's up to you, as this is a fully custom mech. And then you just want to get some arms, like probably like this. I still got building. And then you should have something that looks like this. You don't have to make it look like this. Then you want to get a rod. You don't have to use a rod, but it's more convenient. Add it to the back. Place that right there. And then you should have this. And then you want to add a hinge facing this way. No, facing this way, and then that way. So then to just start making the arms. Also, you don't have to make these legs fixed. And then you want to start making the arms, and then that's like an arm. Then you want to add one of these at the bottom. Actually, this way. I recommend you do use scale tool on this because it's really better, but you don't really have to since you can just use rods. And add another block or rod over here. And then that's the first arm done. And then you can add more detail here. You don't really want to copy that from over here, so you kind of want it to do something like that. But now you can copy all of this over and just make it work. Like when you add all of this stuff and make it invisible. This is just so it like moves better. Also, I forgot to do this with this one, but make sure this only touches that. So it only touches one hinge. in this case you don't want it to touch any of them hinges. So then it looks something like this. So now that should be the mech completed. Then all you want to do is grab some metal, go to the back, make like a rod with it. You might want to make it strong since this is what gonna hold the whole entire mech up. Make sure it's barely like shorter than that. And then you want to grab a heavy block, preferably obsidian. Actually, I can't spell. And then you just want to place it to the bottom, scale it or add more blocks so it covers over here. And you want to make it invisible, or you can make it thing, but turn off collision with that. Do not turn off this collision, since this is what's going to keep the mech afloat. Then you just want to add a seat. This can also be any seat. Then you want to add a cake block, or you can do it with any other thing. Once placed down, you can unanchor it, and then the mech should in theory work. Yeah, that can happen if it's done incorrectly, but now you have this super awesome mech that you can fight people with. If that happens, you can just want to make it do that so then it doesn't get stuck, or you can have it do that and make it get stuck, but it's up to you. But if this gets destroyed, I recommend you do add support like this to your mechs, and then after that you can just add more weapons like this really cool mace by using spikes, or you can add ranged stuff like this.